business families, you look at, they create trust, they build a kind of this thing, enduring legacies. I told my son and daughters, you are passengers. So I'm clear about that. They are passengers in the train. And this train will go on and on. So you can't sell and build the kind of thing unless all the kind of thing coming together. So it's very important. You created the trust and you do your best in terms of creating more employment and ensure the money is responsibly spent for the benefit of the society. So I think that helps. They are very clear. Otherwise they will say how much I will get, what I can do with that, when I can sell this. Business will go for the sales. So that you want to give them money, you give them personal wealth, some money, but allow the business to go on as an enduring legacy is what I would say. So with that, I think we have come to the end of this. I would once again congratulate the Great Lake Institutes and MMA for organizing such a wonderful topic and most needed one. I am very sure that there are 10 students who are here from the Family Business program. And a lot of business houses in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu, in South. Besides, there were good mixes, all India people are coming and listening, but our southern parts and Chennai need to make use of Great Lakes much more. So to me, it is building an family business. It is the wealth multiplication, multiplying employees, more benefit to the society in and around. I think in whatever ways and means you can do. At the same time, an enduring legacy you create is what I would say. So the next question is,
do you think the next wave of Indian entrepreneurs will emerge more from family business backgrounds or from independent first generation founders, and why?
I think later is true. You already see that. It's more from independent first generation founders is what will happen because they are more hungry. Because they have nothing to lose. Whereas family business, you are more risk averse. You are not playing the game with it. That's why it is more important. That's why I was talking about the culture. Thinking big. If you are in a protection mode, you can't create wealth. Okay, you will only kind of this thing, holding it back. You need to be playing it in the front foot. I think it's very important. Thinking big, thinking bold is very important. Number of experimentations are very important. If you don't even have idea pipeline, what will you build it?
Mr. CKR, from your perspective, what skills or qualities should young leaders focus on if they want to sustain and scale family business in a rapidly changing market?
I would say that fundamental requirement is EQ, emotional quotient. If you have a good emotional quotient, half the work is done. Just to give you clarity on emotional quotient, managing self and managing others. Managing self has two subsets, self-awareness and self-regulation. If you don't have that self-regulation and self-awareness, that itself is a setback. So is what I would say. So a higher level of self-awareness and self-regulation would lead to a much better way. Then automatically the other one is how do I manage others? So ability to motivate, empathy, looking from others' perspective, that's also very important. You can't look at from only your perspective. You need to develop that capability to look at empathizing others while you need not agree with them. Then social connectedness, all these things are very important. If that is there, that is what it explains. Even uneducated people, somebody in 5th standard doing exceedingly well in business, they are EQ-wise, they are superb, very, very good. Somebody who's Harvard, return and so on, poor EQ, they will destroy wealth, guaranteed. Please understand, at the end of it, these are basics. So I would say that this one and fire in the middle. That's very important. And thinking big, all these things are very, very important.
Entrepreneurship often involves failure before success. That's something you just talked about. How can young entrepreneurs develop the resilience to keep going when things do not go as per plan?
That's easier when you start as an entrepreneur, it's a mindset at the end of the day. I went through that. I said, what am I? I have nothing to lose. I have not come with the wealth to start something. Okay, it's okay to fail. First come, what happens? Then you will still know how to survive. The food is not going to be difficult. But if you are afraid of failing, that itself, I think every day you will die. So that should not be the case. You will be doubtful, you will not take bold calls. I think business requires clearly kind of thing. You should not be afraid to fail. That's why we say fail fast, fail small. It's very important.
Family business offices are gaining traction in India. What role do you see them playing beyond wealth management in shaping the long-term vision of legacy businesses?
So, I feel that family business offices are more important, as I said, when you have surplus money. And that's important. Putting everything in the business continuously is also not a good thing, I would say. When the business makes, you need to know how to draw money and start multiplying it in a different way. That is another way of insurance to the family and to the business. So that way putting all the eggs in one basket is not good. So from that mindset, this is the mindset of entrepreneurs. Once you know that the family office are very important when you start accumulating. You could have seen in your own experience, some companies or some families have invested small land parcels. Today they worth crores, big time. And the unimagined kind of multiplications. This is across India it has happened. So those are very important things. Just start investing small land parcels in critical places and see how it grows over a period of years. I would say that in 25 to 30 years time, you will get disproportionate returns, and provided the selection of place is right. It is extension, the city will grow or the town will grow. If that is the kind of case, your business would not be giving that kind of return, guaranteed. All the best.
Thank you. I think we can all agree that was a phenomenal session. Thank you, Mr. Ranganathan, for sharing your inspiring thoughts on leadership, legacy, and the evolving role of family offices. I speak for all of us gathered here when I say that you have endeared yourself to the audience. Your honest, practical, sensible, and value-based approach to ensuring the transition, guaranteeing the longevity and health of the family business is something that's a valuable takeaway to everybody present here. As we close this morning's plenary session, I invite Group Captain Vijay Kumar, Executive Director of the MMA, to offer the vote of thanks.
CCAF for last since the time I joined. In fact, he picked me up to join MMA. I remember when he spoke to me, "Will you stay in MMA?" I said, "Sir, wherever I stay, I'm still staying." And what I'm not glad because nobody could be better than the CCAF to speak, and when Raj and Yash, Fatima approached us to do the joint team, and they asked me, "Whom do you approach? Whom do you recommend to be the chief guest?" And that's second CCAF. Property is available. And somehow CCAF got a weakness for weakness for the businesses, and especially weakness for family business. I think we took best advantage. Thank you, CCAF, for coming, and ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for CCAF. What he said really resonated with me when I called out my Air Force Academy. First wish I got from my chief instructor is wish you grand failures. I don't know what do you mean, yes, failure to success election. I think that's what CCAF really emphasized today. I think failure makes you very successful. And we set the context for the entire duration of discussion what we are going to have today. And we also have a lot of guests from Kevin K and also from Mr. Pali, my immediate past president. We have got a very good speakers lined up for next sessions, and I'm quite sure we'll have a very good time. And I must thank especially Great Lakes Management, especially Raj, and also Gautam for choosing MMA to partner with this event. And also over 900 people are watching the program live from all over India.